in about 5 seconds. That's when it will start.
Okay.
Congratulations, Dr. Sudar. Welcome to this session, this topper interview. Congrats, and it must be a great feeling to be number 4 in India in NEET SS.
Sir, it does feel good, sir. I'm happy, sir. But, I didn't actually believe when I heard my rank from my brother, sir. I asked him to see. I was like, I tried to check the results for myself. So I asked my brother to see. I asked my mother to confirm it once. I asked my husband to reconfirm it once. So it doesn't feel real till now, sir.
That's great. Congratulations, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you did your, your medicine, your MS, and all that.
Okay, sir. I did my undergraduate from Government Tiruvallur Medical College, sir. I'm from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and I did my postgraduate from Madras Medical College, Chennai. And after my PG, I did 1 year bond service in a community health center, and then I joined a private medical college, sir. I was working on semester, and before this exam, around 3 to 4 months before I quit, sir, I sat full on and went into preparation.
Great. So you started your preparation only about 3-4 months back, or you have been doing it for the last 1 year, working, and you
were? Sir, I actually was preparing for last NEET SS also, sir. I was like preparing from August or September of 2024. I gave March NEET SS, sir. I got a 563 rank. I wanted to get into a good SG institute, sir. So I gave up and I started re-preparing. So I had before like starting this exam, I had somewhat a good backup knowledge, sir. So it was like building upon that. So it was easy this time around for revising, sir.
That's great. So tell us about how you planned your journey, your preparation. How did doctor tutorials help you? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, sir. After first exam, I reached out to one of my friends. Sir. One person got 126 and another got 340 around that rank, sir. I asked them both. They both told to attend Raj Mahendran sir live class. So I was like waiting to join. I was like following that constantly, and I attended the class. Sir. I spoke with you in person also in that class for 5 to 6 days, and after that, what I felt is you have like summarized and gave some books. Sir. I actually before what I did was before attending the live class, I made sure that I revised everything once before that live class. So I wanted it to be another rapid revision session, sir. So that's why mainly I attended. So whatever you spoke, like it was like reinforcing it again, especially getting the same thing from field experts. It was like throwing light on different things. So I think it helped me a lot, sir. And after coming to home, I especially saw your notes, sir. Like I was like feeling somewhat jealous, like because I sat and studied the Schwartz breast for like 2 days. You have consolidated all those. So I thought whoever reading these notes, they are going to get that knowledge. But I spent some good 3 to 4 days for that. I felt somewhat bad about it. So I advise everyone to attend the class, and especially your consolidation of breast and thyroid. They were wonderful. So in the last 3 days, it was very helpful for me to revise it. So we have very beautifully summarized like pregnancy in breast, all about like this bad news and all. I think they asked a question in that.
Yeah,
Especially like
correct.
Yeah, yes. The breast part, I advise everyone to read that, sir. It was very helpful to attend the live classes, sir. And also, Dr. Torres question bank I followed, sir. It was very exhaustive. So many questions were there. The pattern I noticed is that in the specialty, it was not like the questions were asked only from books, sir. They were picking some core concepts from the specialty. So it's not like we need to read these 3 books alone. It's not going to help. We need to have some specialist perspective on that. On that way, the live classes help me. And also in question bank, they had the specialty questions, sir. So I used to do those questions also. That helped me a lot, sir.
That's great. As the knowledge is there, it's all going to come from these 3 books, basically 2 books and a little bit from Schwartz. So that is how all the questions are going to get framed. But having that little bit of perspective difference, that I think as faculty we have experience in telling you what is important. It's not like you don't know. I keep telling all my students, like whatever you do, 90% is your effort. The 10% is more like we are the signboards, and we direct you, go here, go here, go here. And that I think gives you the spark to do what you have done, and it is showing in the results. Getting a rank 4 in such a competitive exam is no easy task, and many of them will be like preparing for years, some of them for a couple of years, some of them in their first attempt, some of them, the previous candidate was telling in the interview that she has been preparing since her residency, in an indirect way, in the sense that she was attending the lectures and all. But as you mentioned, the live classes, even we feel the connect. It's far easier doing a live class than a recording. For us, the live class, we are interacting directly with all the junior colleagues there, and that helps us and keeps us kind of like motivated to do. And based, that is the same thing that we are going to translate to doc tutorials in terms of the videos. And so either the videos, though I would say definitely it's better to attend one class at least in the live thing, either at the beginning or towards the end, to have it as a revision. That way I think it will help you. So, and again, the top tutorials, question bank, the tests and all that which you have will take a sort of like, once you're prepared, you have the notes, then to revise and do it again and again, that helps you. That's great. That's great. So what do you want to do? I think you already mentioned you want to do surgical gastro, and that is the reason why you have taken the exam, because 500 is a very good rank in whichever attempt you take it. And I guess since you wanted to take up a good gastro institute, you have taken this exam again. And I mean, pretty much everything is open to you. So have you thought about where you're going to take up?
Sir, I'm considering AIG, sir. But
Okay.
I'm speaking with people, sir.
Okay. Okay.
It's
AG
like
is
I
a
have
great
to mobilize my
place.
entire family there. So that is there, sir.
AG is a great place. Personally, I've been there. It's a wonderful place. Uh, so exposure wise, you will have everything to ask for as far as gastro is concerned, both in the medical and in the surgical side of things. Transplants, everything goes on there, but not GB Pant. I thought the first choice will be GB Pant for most people in gastro.
I don't know, sir. I'm speaking with people, sir, from husband's
Like
like
the
FG counterparts. I'm speaking, sir.
it is like, even though you have institutes like Tata and GCRI and Adyar and all that, still there are a lot of people who choose Indo-American in oncology, for example, because it's such a great place. It's DRNB, but it's such a great institute to be there. It doesn't matter whether you're doing MCH or DRNB. It's about getting a good place with all the exposure and a decent amount of cutting. That I think should fit the bill in any of the places you go. So great, hats off to you, and
Thank you.
congrats once more. And you can
Thank
take this opportunity to uh, say a little special thanks to anybody who has been instrumental in your journey, right from your parents, your
I'd
in-laws,
like
your
to,
husband, your professors,
sir,
everybody.
I'd like to thank my parents, especially, sir. Especially my husband, sir. I'll ask him to read. It feel like I used to do feel jealous of him, sir. He'll be like sitting and scrolling his phone. I'll be reading in the same room. So what I'll do is I'll ask him to read, like you read Sabiston like general transplant and tell me. You read this anesthesia from this book and tell me like that. I used to tell him, and he taught me biostats just days before the exam. So, and also in taking care of my daughter, she's 2 year old, sir. So he's been of monumental support, sir. And also, yes, sir, actually, I'd like to thank you especially, sir. I was like thinking before the exam itself, sometimes I used to think, sir, what if in interview, what what will tell if they ask like this? I thought it struck to me, sir, like I'll thank you and Mithun, sir, because both your notes were very nice, sir. Actually, Mithun, sir's, like that book, he has included an image of cutaneous lichen amyloidosis, sir. That question came actually when I saw that I was very happy that it was like I was in the place, I listened him speaking, and I attended this. If not, I've been there, I would have missed it like that. I thought the same goes for breast part also. There's so much clarity I got from your notes. It was very easy going back to shorts after reading that concise MCQ discussions. So especially I'd like to thank you both, sir. And Rajmahendran sir, thank you, sir.
He's of course the inspiration for all of us, in so many ways.
Yes, sir. I've been reading his past. I've been
you
reading his
know
clinical books since UG, sir.
Yeah, and there are people who have been following him since his undergraduation. Forget him becoming a consultant and then doing it. Rajamendra notes have been famous from the time, like, he's just a year ahead of me, and from our second year, third year, those notes have been famous, which means he was in the second year and third year at that point of time. And he's a born teacher, and he's known for making things very useful for people. And now he has inspired so many of us to sort of like be with him and do the same thing and transmit the knowledge to a lot of people like you. So glad. Thanks again for
Thank you, sir.
especially mentioning me, Dr. Mithun, who's our recent person who has joined our ranks. So it's great that all of you are getting benefited. As I say, we are the signboards. We help you. We try to condense and give it to you so that you are able to make your journey easy. That is the whole purpose of it. And as you said, your life partner is very important. A husband who's there to take care, especially with the
Yes.
2-year-old daughter. I know how tough it is going to be. So that is equally important with your post graduation, with your residency and all that. So hats off to you, and you've done a great job. That's really good. What you've achieved is stupendous. So my advice: just take a little time off and sit back and relax. Enjoy this period because you have the whole life ahead of you to learn, and it will be tough. It's like whatever MCH you do or DNB, whatever it's a super specialty is a tough course, and then it's the entire life is going to be that way. So try to take this moment, feel good about yourself, and have a little time with your family and all that. That is going to help you. And as usual, I would say, like, the INASS program is still open, and that the notes, I'm sure the Dr. Tourist people will be sharing with you, which may help with your gastro part as well, because most of the stuff there is going to be more focused on on Shackleford, on things like that, where you will be taking the core things, because in your super specialty you may not have time to read. So the videos which are there, all that will help you in your course as well. And there again, you have very senior faculty. Dr. Santosh is there in liver transplants. He does a great job. So practicing, it's like most of us are into full-time practice and doing this as a passion to teach. So we'll be glad to offer you that as well, and you can make use of it during your MCH period. So congrats
Yes.
once more,
Thank you, sir.
and thank you for joining for
Thank
this
you.
interview.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.